Okay. So I'm pretty happy with where I landed for the AWS contain or whatever I was doing last week. I think I was consolidating where I was up to, testing, it's basically working as expected, which is good. And I think I also had a new, I was also got the like recall of past documents in the agent working pretty well. I can't remember what order it all was, but you know, it was good. So the last thing I need to do, and then I can go back to my planet. It needs me. No, the thing that I want to do with AWS is instead of having like a pretty good server that's running all the time for the rendering, that can scale up, which is good, is to basically get a really tight turnaround on turning the server on for a request, basically. So like, how to put it, like have the server, so the main app coordinates the servers that are running. So it will spin up and it'll say, it's got the AWS SDK, it'll say, hey, turn on this service and give me the address. So I've pretty much done that actually. I started doing it yesterday as a sort of, I don't know, for fun, I guess. And I'm successfully like calling the instance and telling it to turn on, have the task running, and it all looks good, which is actually, you know, it's makes sense. It's great having ChatGPT and whatever. So the next thing I got to do is like figure out how to discover it, basically, which is like the way it's being done is through like a service discovery address. Yeah, it's a done deal. Yeah, service discovery. You need a unique identifier. Alright. Got some more free copyright music or whatever. Hopefully. Oh yeah, got that free music. Alright. Wow. Okay, so where I basically got to was like, I feel like it was not identifying the task the right way, and basically it's like I've got this task, I think this is the task that isn't getting registered with the service. So like, it's like namespaces, I've got Nova tasks, discover service via, because it's like, it's got these, so it's service instance ID. Okay, so it kind of doesn't even need to go to the load balancer even. It's kind of weird, like. Okay, so here we go. I'd really love to get this in like one shot because it's like basically at the moment the service setup that like I've really pushed for to be able to do and I think is a good idea is like at least $100 a month. But which is like if it was users, like it's fine, but like it'd be used like 5% of that, you know what I mean? So it should be $5 a month. It's just as a minimum cost for this server. And like, I kind of realized all the scaling, I kind of thought the auto scaling would mean that there was like the logic of, you know, hey, here's my request. And then them being like, here's the compute would be much more complete and contained, like, but I have had to like basically code the logic of the scaling anyway in the interface of saying, you know, CPUs this, do this, blah, 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 whatever. And so I'm just like, well, and I have to sort of like make that match what I think the demand will look like based on what the app does. And I'm like, well, I could just make the app say what it needs. So we'll see. It's all you know, it's all a new it's all a process of discovery. Okay, so I should be able to now go AWS list namespaces. Oh, geez. Hopefully it's got some other things I did yesterday. No, okay, that's fine. Where's my Nova? Sweet Nova. Okay. See, one thing I was wondering is I could also use the service group and just change the desired number of things. So like go to 0 instance to 1, and then in a 0 to 1 task, run it, shut it down. It's just like, and then I guess I could then close tasks, get the task that's been added, close it, blah, blah, blah. It's the same kind of thing, but it's just like probably easier to find, maybe. All my groups and stuff have weird names because I've tried so many different variants. And you never know which one's going to be the one that like ends up working. So yeah, that's fun. So I try and put some sort of mimetic meaning, like without putting too much. It's like bad luck to put too much energy into it. Okay, so the target group is called Nova Swamp, so. Oh, I see, hang on. So the ARN, 3 unhealthy. They should all be canned, right? So it's supposed to be getting the task ARN. So if I go to, I'm pretty sure it's this one. Yeah, and the ARN is this. Okay, so I'm pretty sure it is spinning up, getting right ARN, registering with network, with cloud network, can see in the services, etc. So it's just failing on the here we go. And resolve DNS. So instead of do that, okay, close. So I really should be like kind of manually, not like doing this all in the command line now, but I'm not. Oh well. Like basically, like what ideally it would like what it spins up in a run closes back down at the end. But I just don't want to get distracted trying to like make the right thing, if that makes sense. Like I just want to figure out the bit I need to figure out first. Which is just, there's different methods, you know what I mean? I feel like I sort of like, yeah, anyway, it's probably a conversation for another day. Okay, so, yeah, I got this relaxing chill hip hop and it makes me go bip bop. Just kidding. All right, yeah, gonna code up a good app and matter of fact, it's back and I'm here. I forgot what I was doing. Hey, running it. Okay, so I think I just go cd aws python run task.py -- action run task. Okay, so hopefully get better so it's just the same error. Resolve DNS. I'm just wondering the way that I like the media URL. Which is just oh, okay, it's like, oh wait, no, it's old. Media URL is like this, right? So if I go like that, Oh. Is that not what I use? I love a classic, like, how do I do it? Should write more docs. Get env media L. Oh, it's got this weird space. Oh no, that's not. So I think maybe it's partially like meant to be done within the VPC of AWS, like that type of namespace acquisition. So I'm wondering, currently when I do a request, I use, which is just the, namespace and service, right? So why am I getting an IP this time? Is it because I'm wondering, like, that namespace, etc., is designed to be used within AWS VPC, so it won't work on my local machine, maybe. I love starting a list and then just having one bullet point on it. Classic move. Yeah, it's a classic move. I'm pretty sure it does have like a URL or something. Get public URL IP for service namespace AWS. Here we go. So if I go like this, what happens? Something. Controlled request instance generation. Need to run task, get ID, register to cloud map, get cloud map, get usable endpoint, realized namespace slash service, realized namespace slash service, realized namespace slash service doesn't work locally or theory, at least. Trying a records low level of what's called 57, route 57, route 53. So maybe if I go 5501, or maybe I go dot lightning dot nova tasks. No. No. Babe? Yeah, I'll run down and grab it in a tick. So I might be misunderstanding this. Yeah, I guess so. All right, so So it's like a private zone, which makes sense. So I guess I can make a namespace. So let's say like Nova on demand. So that this will fail because I gave it a good name. It's just the rule. Ah, I see. Designed to handle inbound requests for tasks from local server. .com? Like, what does that even mean? I don't think that's gonna work, to be honest, but that's okay. Okay. So I guess I could like route a staging domain to it. What is this? Like, so this is like, yeah, I see. Because the other zones are is this one, and then it's like. Okay, so so these are all the whole namespace service externally what's his computer AWS? So I think I need to set up a record that will poll it. It's called no name sheet. Cheap, cheap, cheap. redo this over here just because you never know. Okay, so it's got AWS staging API.asknova.ai. So if I okay, I see. AWS staging, AWS development .-api.asknova.ai testing zone for so this then becomes the namespace. Isn't that interesting? And then I go to here, and I've got this ANSSOA, son of a beep. So if I go create record A, okay, maybe not. I wonder if I wrote notes on this already. Control-0 namespace. Okay, this might be a bit of a... maybe it just works because I've already validated the domain. Nope. So there's this, which is like, the only difference is it's got I see. Dual stack Nova face. So that's what it's routing to. Jesus fucking Christ. All right, so, which is fine, but how do they add it? Over tasks dot lightning. Is that gonna work? Nope. Okay, forget it. Okay, so what am I trying to do here? Trying to get the endpoint. Simple. A routing simple alias. Like, what do I do? It's just this, right? So like, why couldn't I add that to this? A no. Weighted latency failover, none of this, okay. I'll go give those guys a hand. Nope, okay, all right, back in a minute. Alright, I'm back, baby. So how do they make this fucking... Maybe there's another step I did over here. I've got the CNAME record for just like Amazon, basically. Definitely have to ask, is this what I actually need to be doing? Okay, so that's routing to Nova Face, which is my load balancer. Which has this DNS name. A record. Okay, so like, alright, so if I go here and I go create record. Ah, okay, alright, it's just the wrong type. Sick, alright, A/alias. Ooh, 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 ooh. Not recommended. Okay. Nope, wrong button. Whoops. Leave that. Yeah, we do not want to do that. Let's close that. So maybe... Okay. Ah, fuck. We can edit. We just want the... this. I basically didn't change anything then, so it's not going to work. Okay, fuck it. Route subdomain to service namespace AWS. Figure out whether you should even be using this procedure. That's funny. Okay, so where am I at here? I need so what am I trying to do? I'm trying to forget all this shit for a second. So I don't think I can make this public. I'm guessing. But I'm pretty sure I can point to it. So I need this to point to this. Point hosted zone to another zone AWS. Obviously that's not going to work, but it like is an IP at least, right? So like, why is that different to fucking this shit? What is this dual stack? Blah blah blah. So what's this thing called? Route 53. Route 53? Just 53? There we go. So what's different here? Routing simple alias, yes. So how do I say that it's an alias? edit. Oh, it is an alias. There we go. Now I should be able to go. Jesus. Okay, so choose endpoint. And then it's US East 1. Okay, so it's not alias to VPC endpoint. US East 1. I don't have any fucking endpoints on it. So if I go hosted zones and I go to this son of a bitch, and then I go to edit record, alias to application and classical load balancer. Okay. Alias to namespace, alias. Oh, okay, so if I go EC2, sorry, fucking hell. That's where it just was, right? So like I could go like this obviously and wouldn't do shit, but okay, so if I go edit, it's not an alias, but then none of these are. Okay, so all right. How about I go here and I go add. I can't add a record. Why not? So it is an alias. I'll go endpoint elastic network accelerator VPC endpoint. Don't have one. Pretty sure. Okay, so this is the only one. I'm just gonna copy that for now. Go hosted zones. Because it's private, so I can't add a. So I could go. So I could go to this and then this, and then I've got one load balancer and I do this. And so this will just then point at the load balancer as well, maybe. Or do nothing, quite possible. So maybe, like if I go to my load balancer, is it pointing to, it's pointing to the target group. Which I think is different to the service group. Okay, so I got this hosted zone. It's private, and within it, it can point to, so for example here, Nova tasks, no alias, because it's an NS. Which, like I can't edit this, can I? So like if I did this, okay, I'm just gonna delete this one. Because it's move on demand, delete that as well. Definitely make sure that I'm deleting the right one. NovaOnDemand.com, I'm such a dumbass. Non-required resource record sets, what does that mean? Okay, all right. So service discovery, yeah, maybe I'm kind of in the wrong zone a bit. So namespaces, I got Nova on demand, and then like maybe I just, well no, I can't use that, obviously. Maybe I could make the namespace. I guess if I delete this. I create the namespace. Did I keep that? Nope. Okay, so okay, so delete that to do anything. And then delete this because it doesn't, it's gonna get in the way, I think. Okay, so forgot to check its name, that's all right. I think it's AWS Development API .asknova.ai. Okay, so it's, yeah, designed to be public from here. Takes external requests, hosts tasks. And so I think if I can go now, what I'm thinking is that I'll be able to go set the namespace as this. I guess I'll have to make a service in here just because that's what I've private hosted VPC blah blah blah. So I guess let's see. Host render tasks on external namespace. Jeez, I did all this crazy fucking shit here as well. So Nova Tasks was the service. No, so this was the domain, so I guess let's just see what happens. Okay, so if I do this, and then I'll do this, then I'll do this. Not my CPU, gotta close down the guy. Okay, I feel like I'm sort of in the zone here. And then this is for the, like if it's local, it needs to run a service that has an external endpoint, but then once it's on the cloud, it can use the non-public one, maybe. Probably doesn't make a huge difference, might be a bit quicker. Okay, so should have enough compute now. So I've just got an instance running all the time since yesterday, but the system should spin up an instance if it needs it. Okay, so it did. Kind of back to the same spot, I guess. Okay, so it seems like it just added it to this one anyway, which makes me think that interesting. So why would that have happened? Okay. So does this task maybe automatically register with that namespace? Doesn't really say. So I've got to put it on the service ID. So it's kind of should go here, right? It's just the old classic mistake. You'll love to see it, folks. Should I be more careful and make less mistakes? I don't know if I have a choice, to be honest. About as careful as I can manage. Okay, so hopefully, like if I go to the namespaces, this guy, hosted zone, there we go. I'm a bit confused with that, right? Like, so, like if I just go like that, yeah, well, it doesn't do shit, obviously, because it's not connected to anything, but staging does take me, yeah, so that's the right kind of config. So Nova tasks looks like this, and it's sort of just like, yeah, it can take this It's like an internal value, right? Which is fine. These guys all need to get fucking cleared off, but that's fine as well. And then this is if I go here, it's got the A record that points to whatever. I wonder if I could go like edit. Can't add a Okay, I'm gonna delete ya. Is any of that working? I don't know. Nope, probably not. Okay, so go back to this motherfucker. Stop the task, stop selected, stop. Okay, now go over here. Hopefully services. Okay. Okay, so am I overcooking it? Point DNS record at private namespace VPC AWS. I have an inbound. Okay, so I think I need an inbound endpoint. Fuck it out. Outside. In. God. But then does outside influence. Don't know. Okay, so I'm keeping the endpoint config the same and changing to the IPv4 so that if it does work, then okay. So is this now the IP address? Probably not. All right. All right. I don't know what I'm inbound endpoint. Okay, all right, so it's still just happening. Okay. Bip, bip. Okay, now if I go to, I kind of forgot what the idea was there, to be honest. So now I've got this hosted zone, right? I could go, I can't do anything with it. I forgot what the idea was. Fuck. picking the shit out of my nose, which is kind of gross, but you know, that's the way it's gonna be, little darling. So like, okay, yeah, so now I've got this. Can I then point it at something? Like if I go to this IP address, what happens, I guess? Probably nothing. Renderer. Okay. So now I've got this service that can take instances, which was kind of happening before. And then can I go here and then go Alright, I don't know what any of this shit is. Alright, well, I can hear the baby crying. I think, like, I'm right on the edge of it here, like... It sort of doesn't let me add a record type A. Which is just that thing, really. So it's sort of like, nothing here, dickhead. So like I got that, I got all this shit. Right, so if I was to just go again, which I think is all the way back here, take me back to those okay, so this is my service ID. And now I'm just, I guess, just renderer. Cranky. Alright. So I'm just going to run it again. So it'll put it in the right spot, right? So now if I go here, it's added this little fella. But it doesn't want to let that be a thing. But then if I go like here, or like, yeah, delete that, would it? No. So none of these namespaces are also public records. So you know it's got all these guys. So the other option is that I okay, so what I need to do is get a namespace that is public. I already have the top level domain asknova.ai with eg public record with route 53 for staging api.asknova.ai. Is that right? For server recs, etc. Is it actually just that? Hang on. No, because that just points to the, which points to load balancer. So way to create new namespace for now. Register service, task to that, I've done, but having trouble configuring the DNS, so e.g. AWS, so e.g. that doesn't go anywhere, etc. Tried making a public record, etc. Alright, I reckon I'm gonna go help with the baby. So, you know, I guess that's the classic scenario where it's not the problem I thought I would have, but it makes sense by having the problem. I kind of understand the system better, so you know, it's cool. I'm just gonna get that quest going. But hope you have a good weekend and might see you